Hi, it's Jane from Grumpy Old Crafter. I'm trying to find my way around my desk. I'm going to do my first design team tutorial for Genevieve, and I'm going to be using the Secret Garden set. These images are so beautiful, but I'm not going to do a pocketbook or a mini album or anything like that. I'm going to make a card because I think the images are too nice not to even try. So I'm going to try and give you the general gist of what I'm going to do. I'll use this card to show you what I mean, but I won't be actually using this card. Now I've cut this little pocket out, and it normally sits like that, or sits like that, and you can open it up and you pop a tag. Oh, I'm not showing you there. Start again. This is an envelope tag, an envelope bit, as you can see from the flaps and everything. That could be a tag that goes in it, or a bookmark, or whatever that you fancy. And these two are just the journal lined pages. That's going to be my inside, and this is going to be my main image on the card. So I'm looking to try and get it like this, so that's the inside of the card, and that's the outside of the card, like that, and then that will go over like that, and that will be sorry, I've done that wrong. That goes underneath there like that, and so that it flips open, and that's there like that. That's flipping there like that. That's going to be my main picture. Right, so, but I will have it framed and looking all nice. So the first thing that I'm going to do is just get this image right and ready. Excuse my sniffing because I'm still full of flu. Now, I got this tip off Jen when I was watching Jen's channel, and what she does to get a really nice antique looking finish going off is she uses the metal side of the Tim Holtz ruler, and you end up with a really nice vintagey finish on it like that. Okay. So I'm just going to decide on my cardstock now, because I quite like these. And I think I'll brown to go with that. That's one side. Quite like this to fill in here in the envelope bit, and I just need some cardstock now, and I'm thinking make your own, Jen. So I'm just going to see if I've got any lying around. And that is no. Okay then. We might go in with that card after all, because I thought I'd got some white card and I haven't. But there you go, never mind. So this is going to be my front. I'm just going to score this down. This is going to be 1/2 of the inside. That is going to get glued onto that. But you don't want your joins meeting. You don't want your joins. Your score line. Just gonna zoom out. You don't want your score line to be straight on there. You want it to be just a tiny bit over. So if you were doing it this way, you'd pop that card up to there. We're not doing it that way, so I'm going to pop that on to there. I think if I weren't doing a tutorial, I'd probably be using glue for this. But I'm going to be using tape instead. So I'm just lining the bottom up like that, lining the top up. We have Lift Off Houston, that's attached. Don't worry if you've got an overhang there, we can cut it off later. I really like the idea of this paper being underneath. Well, it doesn't need to go all the way down, so I'm just going to mark it right there, and height wise I'd say about there, and I'm going to go for that look again, so that this antique vintagey look is going all the way through. Well, I'm just eyeballing this because I'm used to measuring out cards and things, so no, if you don't feel like it. She says I'm used to measuring out cards. You've done that wrong, you nutter. Because that costs it. That needs to go in there. You've done it. Excuse me, I did it wrong. We'll try again. Mark it there. And mark it there. Try again. Just goes to show you should measure every time, really, don't it? So down that way. Now I've found, instead of struggling trying to flick a little bit of paper up, press your ruler down. She says again, press your ruler down and rip from the other side, and that doesn't want to do it for me. I've done it now. You will do as you are tuned. Got which bit's which. Yeah, that's going on there. That's coming up here. That's going down like that. That needs distressing but we'll sort that out when that comes to that. And that needs to go down on there. And like I said, I'm not worrying about any overhang right now. What I'm worried about is the putting together of it. So these all need distressing. So what I'll do is I'll just distress those and glue them down, and I'll be right back to you. Okay, I'm back. So I've got the first bit done. Distressed everything and stuck things down. I've stuck this tag together, punched a hole in it, and I'm going to put that in there as a tag. I think I'm going to round these corners or deco them because of that edge there. I'm going to hope that my trust with our memory keepers chomper can do it. They're normally pretty tough, are you? Proper easy that. Sorry, I'm doing it off camera here. Gives it a nice little edge there. Now what I want to do next is, I don't know if I want to put that card down or not. I'll just go with these two. Obviously I'm not putting the fairy on there, but I quite like this paper. And I just think it will look nice with the image on top of it, so we'll stick with what I planned. So I'll just pop that to one side. Naughty. Get my image and just measure it. It's 3.5 by 5. So I'll just do this 4 by 4.5, I think. To do it this way because I can't think otherwise. 4 by 4.5. Excuse my sniffing. I hate it when people sniff. 4.5. 5.5. That'll sit nicely on that, which will then sit nicely on that. Need to stub the corners. Just stubbing the corners and then everything sort of ties in. Quite like this deco stuff, I think. It's a bit different. It's not different to that. Right. I'm going to put some stickles on here as well. One of the last things I'll do so that it can dry out. I need to just measure that card. 5 by 7, so I want this to actually cover that card, so 5 Awesome. Measured that out right. I can eyeball it after all. So I'm only decoing this on one edge because obviously it'll look a bit daft if it's decored all down a straight spine. Let's do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. And then when it's stood up, it'll look like that. So I'm going to put some ribbon in as well. So I shall go and do that and get back to you. Hi, I'm back. So we're nearly done. I'm not sure, but I was having a look back on the video and it keeps crashing, so I'm hoping it's just something to do with this computer and won't affect what we've done so far, or what I've done so far. Right, so I've got the inside. Made a bit of a boo-boo down here, so I've covered it up, but I think it looks nice. I've just used X-Cut Daisy Trail edger. I've used seam binding. Now, for those who don't know about seam binding, it doesn't come like this. Sometimes it does. I suppose some people will pre-do it for you and sell it in a bundle, but I don't think you'll get as much. It comes pretty much looking like a normal ribbon wrapped round whatever it comes wrapped round in, and then you just put it under some cold water or warm water, whatever you want to do, scrunch it up and leave it to dry, and you end up with lovely seam binding like this. Okay, and if it's plain coloured, then you can put a tea bag in with it and you'll end up with a lovely antique colour, or some coffee. You'll come up with a rich browny colour, or any of your alcohol inks. You can scrunch it up, squeeze all the water out and then just mix it up. You can get a lot of effects with seam binding. So I've put a few little speckles on there. I did think about doing it on here as well, but I didn't want to overdo it. I'm going to find a nice sentiment for in here, but I haven't even looked yet. So then we close that in and it's got that beautiful picture there, and we close it in and that's the front of the card. Now I've done a little bit of a dimension with the picture itself and put some speckles on. I think it just looks really gorgeous. And on the back I've decorated it so that it ties in with the rest of the card really. And under this one I put some seam binding because it's a bit chunky with having the bookmarking, so I just thought that'll look nice tied up with some pretty ribbon. It ties up nice. There you go. Just pop a nice bow in it. I always use the bunny ear method, I believe it's called. I didn't even know it was called the bunny ear method, but I mostly use that to tie bows with because I can fiddle with it afterwards and make it look pretty. There you go, that looks okay. So there you've got your card. Right, to me it just looked a bit plain on the front, so what I did was I punched out some flowers with woodware punches. It doesn't actually, that's a 1-inch flower. This doesn't actually say what it is, but I'm guessing tiny would be the thing. because I do have the punch to go with that, and then I'd lent it out and it's come back knackered, which I'm not amused about, but there you go, hey ho, such is life. So I've put a few together and I'm going to pop them on just in a cluster, but I thought I'd just show you how I did this. I punched these out as so, and then glue with a glue pen. I've been using these Zig two-way glue pens, and I have to say I think they're fab. So I just used that, put it in the centre. I have no idea where the hell I got this one from, but I think it is a flower designing tool. I couldn't be bothered to get my mat out that I have for doing it on, so all I did was push it, squeeze like that. Now you can either leave it like that and that looks quite pretty like that, or you can do what I did, which was just snip in between the petals. You'll have to excuse me because I'm still not fully recovered from this cold. I'm still sounding nasally. Pop it back, scrunch it up again, and you can roll them back if you want to. Leave it how it is. Leave it flat. You can do a lot with those. I prefer them scrunched up. So I've done that. But I just thought I might have a couple of these little ones, so you can still, even though they're so tiny, you can still whoop them with your tool, so that they look a bit more dimensional. And what I'll do is I'll just put some excuse me, I've got some Dovecraft 3D pearl effect, and I really like these just for adding a last bit of decoration. Whoa, and I loved it so much it's popped out like so. That's not good. I need something to scrape that out with. Do you know? What I'll do is I won't waste that, I'll just colorise it. That was a happy mistake. I'm just gonna see if I can just blob this on. No, I'm not happy about that. I hate it when things just splodge out and they're not supposed to. It makes me so angry. It looks like we're just colorising these a bit with it now. Don't just chuck stuff away because it hasn't worked out how you want it to work out. Go with the flow. You know, go with the flow, Joe. I just need a bit of light now. I've had loads of fun doing this. I've been sat devising last night as to what else I want to do, so right, let's see if I can get this to just pop out. Yeah, because I did want, if the flowers are over there, I don't know what's there. supposed to come out a bit like pearls. I found you just have to mess with them a little bit. There might be a better way of doing it, I don't know. Like that. Right, let's see if I can try this again. I'll just get a dot in this time. There we go. Little teeny weeny dot. I just think it adds to it, especially if you're making your own little flowers up. I mean, I've got plenty of pre-made flowers, but I just fancied making some today. So you've got to do whatever takes your fancy, don't you? Otherwise, what's the point? Oh, there's one there that's not been. I'm just putting some on these because I might just use them. Okay. Oh, I also distressed the edges of these petals just a touch with a sponge. I think they look pretty cute. I'll just see if I can zoom in for you. Just see if I can put them on a piece of paper just so that you can see. Oops. And I've just realised something that I didn't know before. I've just rubbed those dewdrops 3D Pearl Effects over there and it's stiffened the card up. So that's a good way of stiffening your flowers up if you want to, and adding some interest to it as well. See, you learn all sorts. It's worth having mistakes sometimes. Happen. Annoying though they may be. Look at me using up dots up. I'm a proper skinflint some days. Some days I'm not because I can't be bothered. And then other days, you know, we get post in the house and everything, and we get a lot of post because Neil's self-employed. And you just laugh because I just go around the house some days thinking I could use that for that and I could use that for that, and I get really carried away. I must drive him insane sometimes. Right, so I'm just going to use a bit more of a substantial glue to glue the flowers on to it. That comes out. Oh, you've got a pin in here, that's supposed to clog up. There we go. I'm really going to have to start wearing my glasses if I go cross-eyed sometime. It's a good job you can't see me crafting. The faces I make. Oh, you've seen me on a vlog now, so you must have a pretty good idea. Oops. There you go. I'm really liking that. Oh, come on, come out. Okay. Not stick to my fingers. I'm just putting some tiny ones down here. Oh, do you know, I hate it when they stick to my fingers. Must be all glued up. Put the pin back in there. I'll just pop them out like this. Now these aren't going to go to waste because I might just pop them on the inside as well once they've dried. But obviously I can't be opening this down and working on it. I think, what do you think about putting a few diamantes on the ribbon? I think it might be essential. Yep, I think it has to be. These are Dovecraft adhesive gemstones, and I really love them because you don't have to do a hell of a lot of faffing around on them. I think I'm just going to go for clear. Now, I always cut them out of the packet like this so that the rest stay in the packet and I'm not worrying about them getting ruined. Oops. So it's just like sticky back. I can get it off. Yeah. Now, I think you've seen me do this before. I just simply roll back the diamantes from the tape, start them off where I want to start them off, and then sort of place them as I'm going along. That way I'm less liable to mess up, she says. See, I've not had to mess with any glue. Oh, I'm really liking that. I think these sorts of images you can do for a man or a woman, and it's how you decorate the rest of the card that influences who it's going to be for. Yeah, I'm liking that. I will take some photographs. I'm really trying to get my head around doing a blog. I just find it really hard to type, so I'm thinking about enrolling my daughter to do the typing for me. So there you go, a nice little greetings card with a bookmark. So what I was thinking as well with that is, if you do a card, you normally, if you're going to have a present, you would do a tag to go with it, and then if you've got a plain bag, pull this back, if you've got a plain bag, you would decorate the bag. This sort of plain bag. Yeah, you can use the same image and also do the tag. So I'm just gonna go away for a few seconds while I sort that out, and hopefully I can find something to do that with. Okay, I'll be back in a sec. Hi, I'm back again. So I've made this tag. I've just fussy cutted a bit of an image out, popped some flowers on so that it matches the card. I've tried to find a bag that will go with it, but I haven't got one. This is the only one I've got. So what I'm going to do is just show you what I perhaps would do, but I'm not actually going to stick it down because it's a nice little bag and these don't go with it. So what I was thinking was, this needs a tag. This needs an envelope to go. So I'm thinking if I pop this on the envelope as so, cut this bit out, and then the tag goes in. Bob's your uncle. So I've just been running my score tool along these lines. Burnish it, get it nice and crisp. Over at the bottom. I think Jen folds them on the top so that anything that goes in doesn't stick. But I prefer doing them like that. So I like seeing the pretty picture at the back. What am I like? That pops down like that. I just wanted to show you that I use a scalpel for cutting it out. Now just remember, with a scalpel you're not using the tip and going like that. You're supposed to drag it along. You might have to do it a couple of times if your scalpel's rubbish like mine. Obviously picked the wrong one out. Yeah. Let's see if I've got another. Pop the lid on. I know I've got some refills for it. It's more promising. You get it on the right side. Well, this is a good tool. It's made to help you move the blade by the looks of it, because it's quite easy. Not had to put a lot of pressure on that, which is good, because pressure hurts my hands somewhat. And you just running it along. If you're feeling like, oh my god, I can't do that freehand, get the metal side of your Tim Holtz ruler, which I would show you right now if I could see my Tim Holtz ruler. I don't know it's there, look. Use your metal side, place it along the score line, and just Bob's your uncle. Just to be careful that you don't. See, I make a better job of it without the ruler, because I've just not quite got it with ruler there. That's why I like to go freehand. There you go. Don't throw that away, because that'll make a nice little tag for something else. And don't forget to get rid of those grubby edges in the inside. There we go. I'm just gonna up it. Rubber glue that. It decides it's coming out. I think the more problem is in the width sometimes, these metal tips. A bit more there, a bit more there. And a line just there. To remember to put my pin in straight away, otherwise you can forget it. That's a dead duck. Put that back in there. So pop that one over there. on over there. You just smooth it down, make sure there's no glue seeping out. I just like to go over and burnish it again, especially over the glue line, and then in pops your tag. There you go. Now I think I've got glue on. I'm just going to pop it out again. I don't like this for what I'm going to do, so I'm just going to snip it. Just round the corners off a bit. Distress that. I think that looks better for this project anyway. And then that would sit on your little bag tag and card. Oh, I've done I've smudged that bit. Trying to get it so that you can see. I'm quite pleased with that. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. I've enjoyed doing it, and I'll get on to my next project. Oh, I wanted to say as well, sorry, I forgot this, because there's all sorts of tags and envelopes and stuff in the downloads, and this is one of the tags, and I thought if you had a bigger bag, you know, one of those massive ones, you could put a massive tag in. So, because I quite like massive tags with bags, you know, when you give a gift, I quite like a massive big tag to go on it. I think it just makes it, especially if you know, you haven't been able to get a card or something, or you're not able to make one. I think a massive tag with just a happy birthday, that looks great. Right, that's me done. Love you and leave you, and give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Yay with them thumbs, and subscribe. Just lets me know that you're liking what I'm doing. Lets YouTube know to put me up there somewhere so that they can see me. And please comment. You know, I see there's lots of people viewing and there's hardly anybody leaving a comment, so that either means you think I'm poop, or you can't type, I don't know, but would love to hear from you. Okie dokie. Oh, and as I'm nearing the 100 mark, I'm going to have a little bit of a giveaway competition type thing coming up very soon, so watch this space.